As I think some of you know, Rocky has just returned from Scotland.
Scotland. Yeah.
From Alba,
Yes.
hence the whiskey. So people wanted to know what was going on with your trip. So Scott Sanders asked us, what was the coolest thing you saw on your trip to Scotland? And then we had some other follow-up questions. Do you want all the follow-up questions now?
Sure.
Okay. These are from Peter Hutchinson and Carla McLaughlin. How much Iron Brew did you drink?
2 cans.
What did you bring back? Well,
Whiskey and a rock.
a rock.
I got a
And
rock.
can you report on the health and wellness of Nessie?
We were on Loch Ness. We went up to the little river boat tour cruise thing, and then went to Urquhart Castle. The captain of the riverboat was giving all kinds of facts about things that went down in Loch Ness, and was talking about Nessie and like when the last Nessie sighting was, and things like that. And there's apparently a reward for photographic evidence of Nessie, and my son Liam was overly excited about the reward aspect. So he was looking for Nessie, just like, well, if I get 20,000 pounds, I'm going to be rich. This is great. I got to find Nessie. I got to take pictures. So he's out there the whole time with his little camera looking for it. So, yes, indeed.
Do you ever watch The Venture Brothers?
Occasionally. I haven't seen it for a long time.
Nessie is a plesiosaur. Plesiosaur. Okay, anyway.
Yes.
That'll be a clip that goes in here.
A f***ing plesiosaur.
And Carla wanted to know if you got over to and saw the underground city in
Edinburgh?
Edinburgh, which is, I think she's referring to Queen Mary's Close,
No.
which is something I would love to see.
Yeah.
I'd really love to see that. Is it Queen Mary's Close? I forget.
There's a bunch of closes. That's just
Yeah,
basically
but
the
Mary's
underground
is the
alleys
Mary's
kind
is
of thing.
the really intense one.
Yeah.
So.
No, I didn't go to Edinburgh. So no, I didn't see that. I was there several years ago, like early, like 2010, 12, somewhere in there. But no, I have not. I did not go back to Edinburgh. At some point, I will. I'd love to go back to Edinburgh. It's a cool city.
Mhm.
But no, I went to Glasgow and then over to Stirling and then up to Inverness for a few days. Then came down to Appin and Fort William and kind of like played down the left side of Scotland a little bit, and then back to and Oban, and then went to Glasgow, back to the airport, and jumped on
back home.
a flying metal tube hurled into the air. Yes, indeed. So that's fun.
But what was, in a nutshell, the coolest thing?
Coolest thing.
The coolest thing you saw or experienced?
Okay. So I went over for a trade show. So I'm of two minds. The business geek in me loves. I wanted to go for the trade show. Like it's that to me. Like for those of you who don't like your job, this is going to sound painful, but I love my job. I love what I do. I love seeing the new stuff that's coming out for the industry. I love talking to the suppliers in the industry because I'm, hundreds and thousands of miles away from home base. All the mills, all of our suppliers are over in the UK, and I'm way over here out on an island. Well, they're on the island. I'm on the mainland. But anyway, I love going to the trade show and kind of conversing with my peers and suppliers and things like that. I got to meet Peter McDonald, talk to him for a little bit, and John McLeish from the Scottish Tartans Authority. I got to talk to all the suppliers and kind of geek out on the new stuff that's coming out and what they're planning on doing still. And that is, in a weird way, people will find it weird, but I don't, that's fine. Finding new suppliers and seeing new products and innovation is the fun bit to me. I love doing that. And I love engaging with people. On the other side of it, the other weirdest, coolest moment was engaging with no one. On the last full day of the trip, we were staying up in Inverness, and we just basically drove down, the edge of Loch Ness on the left side. We went down to Appin, Castle Stalker, which was, Kelly's family's, historical area. Their heritage. It's where her family came from. So somewhere along the left-hand side of Loch Ness, on the highway, there's just not really highway. It's a country road that they call a highway. There's just basically pull-offs. And there's a little pull-off with I don't want to say park, but it was like a few benches and, tables and an old, grill, charcoal briquette thing for you to grill if you want to grill. Yeah, picnic
okay.
area. And then a trail up into the mountain. So on one side, it's Loch Ness and then highway and then, steep cliff up into the mountain. But, Scots pines, so like pine trees that are like 100 feet tall, moss everywhere. And it was, Kelly wanted to stay in the car because it was kind of spitting down rain a bit.
Okay.
But Liam wanted to go hiking. We go hiking a lot here. And he wanted to go hiking in Scotland. So I figured, okay, fine, this is our last chance. Let's just go hiking off on the side of the road, who knows where. I couldn't even tell you what town it is. I know it was near Glen Affric area, but not exactly in Glen Affric. But we just kind of got out of the car and just meandered up this hill. And it was so lush and so green. And like moss covered everything. There's, water coming down the side of the mountain, washing the peat off the mountain into Loch Ness. It's just this serene, surreal, almost otherworldly feel to it. That's just kind of just there, side of the road. And it was really cool getting to share that with Liam.
Okay.
And, hiking in a completely different environment. It's just different from North America and the trails that we hike on. It was just, just the mossy, spongy ground. I remember taking video of it and then look how spongy the ground is and like explaining these things to him. We don't have this stuff where we are. And just watching him get excited about different trees and different, rocks and different, seeds and things like that. That was cool. And being able to share that with him and just be in the middle of nowhere and have a little bit of a Zen moment. Yeah.
That's cool. With your kid. That's
Exactly.
awesome.
Yep.
Oh, you made a really good memory for him in the process, too.
That is the goal.
I hope.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if not, we have it on video.
There you go.
And I caught him falling down, so that's always fun.
Woo! No.
Tripping up the trail. There was a
Liam, look at this view. Liam?
Where'd you go? There was a water. It rained the entire time we were there. So there was water, a stream, almost quasi river, like a violent stream coming down the mountain, which feeds into Loch Ness, as a lot of these little tiny stream feeder rivers do. And he wanted to go over and get video of it and get pictures of it. And I'm like, dude, no, you can't. If you fall in there, I'm going to have to jump in after you and we're both going to die and your mom will kill me. So no. So I was literally holding on to the back of his jacket as he's like, look, I want to get closer. No, you're good enough. So yes, he got closer than he probably should have, but it's all good.
That's cool.
Indeed.
Yeah.
All right. So forget the family bit. I want to know about the business bit. Down in the comments, let me know. What is the one thing that we don't carry at usakilts.com that you want to see us carry? Tell me down in the comments whether it's a particular type of sweater, whether it's a tweed that we're missing, whether it's a tartan we're missing, or what kilt accessory do you want to see on our website?